We all seen cartoons, Looney Tunes, right? We all seen that. And remember how Daffy Duck used to be in the desert sometimes? And he'd be running from like Bugs Bunny, like Yosemite Sam, the dude, the long mustache, whatever, with the hat. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And Daffy Duck, he would be in the desert. For some reason, he always got caught in the desert. I don't know why, but he would always be in the desert. And what happens when he was in the desert for a long time? He'd get real hot, right? And then he'd get thirsty. So he'd be in the desert for a long time, and he'd be walking, and then he'd start looking ahead, right? And then once he started looking ahead, he'd start seeing swimming pools and stuff like that, like water fountains and all that. And he'd think it's really there. But then he'd try to what? He'd try to run to get to it, right? And then he'd run to get to it, and he'd jump in the pool, and then what happened when he jumped? Same thing every time. He'd jump, and disappear. And then he'd still think the water is there. So he started taking the sand that he thinks is water and start putting it in his mouth. And then what happens? You come back to reality. Come back to reality, right? And realize it looks like water. No, don't take it. Listen to him. He will realize it's a mirage. It's not real. Living for the world, not water. It's sand. It's only sand. It's a mirage. It's not real. Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with having things, materialistic things. Nothing wrong with having money in your pocket. Don't understand that. The problem comes when you worship the things instead of the giver of things. Listen to me. Listen. Believe it or not. Listen. Jesus wants you to be GQ. GQ stand for God qualified. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with getting crunk for the Lord. You can get crunk. He's not against it. Don't get crunk for something else. He wants you to be straight. He wants you to stay on straight and narrow. He wants you to be legit. He wants you to.
Right.
Only for him though. And know something else. Listen, know something else. Please get this. Just because everybody else is not following Jesus, don't mean they got a better plan. Following Jesus is the cool thing to do. Everybody else, they ain't figured it out yet. And if they're not living for the Lord, they're outside. What do you deal with? Peer pressure. Living for Christ. Third and final thing I want to hit on before you alone. The third and final thing that I want to hit on, that I believe that teens experience, that you experience, is feeling like nobody understands. You want to know how I know? Because I'm not a teenager now, but I've been a teenager before for a long time. And I always felt like, you know what? Nobody understands. Nobody understands how when I go to school and I get in trouble, that everything was my fault. It's the truth. It's the truth. Nobody understands that even though you may be in the wrong place at the wrong time and you still shouldn't be there, that the outcome sometimes is not your fault. Or that when you experience deep hurt from within, that there is somebody who knows how you feel. And I'm going to explain it to you right now, the very best I can. I want you to turn to one last scripture. I want you to turn to the book of Hebrews, the 4th chapter and the 4th verse. The book of Hebrews, the 4th chapter and the 4th verse. Make that verse 14. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14. There is somebody who understands how you feel. There is somebody that understands what you go through. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14. Here's what he's saying. Seeing that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, everybody say Jesus. Jesus. Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our confession. Verse 15. For we do not have a high priest who cannot understand our weaknesses, but within all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. You don't have to raise your hand. I believe everybody in here, whether a teenager or not, has had sleepless nights. There are many nights where I laid in my bed and I would look up at the ceiling and wonder how it's going to work out. Even teenagers experience that. There's a story that I often tell, and I'm very close. I want you to get this. There's a story that I often tell of a farmer and a little boy. And this farmer had a farm with a whole bunch of puppies on it. And so then one day this little boy was walking past, and the little boy said to the farmer, "Sir, how much one of those puppies?" And the farmer told the little boy, "Well, son, these puppies were given to me by people that had a great deal of money. So just one of these puppies will cost you an awful lot." And so the little boy dug in his pocket and pulled out 30 cents. And he said, "Sir, will this be enough?" And the farmer said, "Well, son, let me see what I can do."